before, you asked about the dollarization. The dollarization, you know, this is something that is not has not started today. Me, like somebody who never read through history, but I'm sure the smaller knowledge I have, I can tell you what's happening on the dollarization. You know, the US dollar has dominated the global trade and capital flows for decades. Even before Barack Obama, our own. You know, and I told you, any word that starts with the O, those are big words. Obama, or Congo, or Choke. Those kind of words, they're very, very big words. And before the dollarization, it started very long. However, many nations are maybe looking for alternatives, as you have said.
Yes.
But let me give you the timeline of dollar dominance. I'm taking you to when I was not there, and when maybe my father was not there. The 1920s, the dollar began to displace the pound sterling as an international reserve currency after the First World War, actually. The United States is a significant recipient of wartime gold inflows, I'm telling you. They jumped from 1920. Are you following?
I'm following you.
I don't want to leave you anywhere.
No, I'm following
They
you.
headed to 1944, where we showed the international trade was conducted using the US dollar, and the Bretton Woods was agreed. That was a statement that was made in 1944. They moved from 1944 to 1960s, whereby we see the European and Japanese exports became more competitive with the US exports. Let me tell you, there was large supply of dollars around the world, making it difficult to back dollars with gold. You are getting?
I'm getting.
I want to bring you to 2023. We have started from 1920. We are right now at 1944. We have gone to 1960. 1971, President Nixon seized the direct convertibility of US dollars to gold. He saw that, then seizes the direct convertibility. He didn't want it to happen. So the direct convertibility happened in the year 1971. Let me bring you to 1981. After all those years of hyperinflation, whatever was happening, the US dollar loses 2/3 of its purchasing power. They were winning in the 1981 from 1920s. Let me bring you to 207 to 208. All those years. Now here I was born. 1981. Maybe.
No.
Do you want me to say, or do I just keep it quiet?
Just keep quiet.
Okay, 1981, let's keep quiet. 207, I was there. I was there. Me, myself, and I. Hey, Canada Richards, I'm telling you. 207 to 208, we are talking about the global financial crisis that came in that era. Hey, 207 might be an era to some of us out here. And for those of you who are born in 209, 207 is an era for you. Anyway, investors seek the US dollars, expecting the currency to retain its value. That's what the investors do. This is why now we are seeing this de-dollarization. They are fighting it since 1920. Welcome back to 2014, where we are seeing the following the annexation of Crimea, Russia. Are you getting me? Mark the word Russia. Pause. Prioritizes de-dollarization in response to Western sanctions. That was in 2014. Now we are coming from 2014, and we're gonna jump to 2022, where we see central banks buy gold. You see, we saw gold somewhere in 1981, where they wanted to do some things there with gold and the dollar. So in the year 2022, central banks, we saw them buying gold at the fastest pace since 1967, where we talked about the 1960s. As countries diversity their reserves away from their dollar. I'm telling you. Let me tell you, in 2022, we saw the war of where Africans were not being allowed to enter trains. I will say that. From Ukraine to Germany. The war in Ukraine resulted in a Western sanction against Russia. As a result, let me tell you, for those who are listening to us, Russia and China deepened cooperation between their financial system. Now, we have seen now Ukraine war, China and Russia. We saw Russia in the year 2014 trying to to engage themselves in the de-dollarization process, responding to the Western sanctions. Now we see Russia in 2022 getting in war with the Ukraine. Are you getting me?
I'm getting.
And now from this, the Russia you see the war in Ukraine. I don't want to talk much about it, but you can see that China and the US, they are trying to pull themselves. Who is supporting her? US is not supporting. China is China is like our former Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka. We are supporting, we are not. We are supporting, we are not.
The watermelon.
China became a watermelon on this war between Russia and Ukraine. You are not knowing where they are supporting, but if you realize Russia and China, they are deepening their cooperations between their financial systems. Now they want to increase it to 80x in 8 months. 8 months actually. Since this war, you are seeing things are going. Now let me tell you, the volume of Chinese-Russian trade in yuan, let me say, how do we call them? This shilling is not a shilling, it's called a yuan or something.
Yeah,
yuan.
Yuan.
Epsilon for those who are understanding German, for those who are understanding English, Y. And then there's some stretch. You know the money we are talking, Japanese yen, yuan. Yan. Anything. We can see it in 2022. Now, let me bring you to back 2023 where we are right now. 2023, Brazil and Argentina, they had a discussion, not only in football, they had a discussion on the creation of a common currency. You get it? We have come all the way from 1920. Hey, history. Then we see the UAE and India explore the use of rupees to trade non-oil commodities. Now, we saw there was a problem of oil crisis. Oh, Kenya, oh, Uganda, they have oil. Kenya, they don't. Oh, Germany, now we are selling benzene at fuel at around 100, 230. Oh, the Germans tried to reserve it. Even if you go to German garages inside here in Germany, here in Stuttgart particular, they call them Schwabe people. They have fuel on their garage, but they don't want to say. Anyway, let's come back to the de-dollarization. So when you see the UAE, we have seen Brazil having talks with Argentina. We have come back again seeing the UAE and India trying to be in talks to explore the rupees to trade non-oil commodities, meaning they want to kick out this dollar. You know what that we're saying. Russia and Iran, they are working together to launch a cryptocurrency. You have seen here cryptocurrency, or invest online while you are sleeping. Let me tell you, in this world, you will never sleep. Even investing online, you have to do something. So we have seen Russia and Iran are working together to launch a cryptocurrency backend by gold, meaning you go to cryptocurrencies online, you buy gold, you invest there and all that kind of stuffs. Despite these movements, few expect to see the end of the dollar global sovereign status anytime soon. Currently, central banks still hold about 60% of the foreign exchange reserves in dollars. So there is a fight of this disorder. It will not end today. It started 1920. Let's see if China and Russia wanna do this. But remember, the world foreign exchanges reserves, there are a lot. I'm gonna tell you about that. Remember, 3.3% are just others who are thinking of something like that. 19.7% for those who are using the euros here in Germany. You're gonna know where the foreign exchange reserves are 19.7% are euros. 59.8% are what? USD, US dollars. So we are talking about the Japanese yen, which is around 5.3%, which we are seeing some countries they want to use it. We are seeing about the pound, which is around 4.6%. Those others, you're gonna check themselves out there. Exactly. So have you understood where the de-dollarization is coming from?
Now I have a little bit idea of it.
I'm telling you. So this thing is not easy. They are going to fight it. They are fighting it, and so many other countries that are out there, they are being speaking it, and other countries are reducing the dollar dependence. They are using whatever they are on. That's why we are seeing cryptocurrency coming in and all those kind of stuffs. Where you are listening to us from, you're gonna tell us where you're listening to us. Remember, it's 20 minutes to the top of the hour, and this is Diaspora Chronicles. Is your boy Kanida Richards here, and my madam
Divina Richards.
Imani